Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Ouch, this coming from GALGITRON. So Ripple says it's about to be sued by the SEC in what the company calls a parting shot at the crypto industry. Okay, so we're going to get into this article in a sec. Martin Volk, though, asking, is this not a good thing? I think it is. It will force a decision, one that, in my opinion, will go our way. All the way 08 says, definitely not a good thing. This is pretty horrible. Honestly, won't force a decision. The suit could drag on for a long time. Two very opposing viewpoints here about how this could all go down. Guys, we're going to get into it right now. So this is what has happened. So Ripple, one of the most important companies in the cryptocurrency industry, said Monday evening, so this is fairly breaking, guys, that the Security and Exchange Commission is poised to file a bombshell lawsuit against the company over the alleged sale of unlicensed securities. Well, since we know Ripple is not a publicly traded company, we're assuming they are talking about XRP. The lawsuit will also name Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and co-founder Chris Larsen as defendants, according to Garlinghouse, who told Fortune the agency will file the case in the near future. Judith Burns, a spokesperson for the SEC, declined Fortune's request for comment about the lawsuit or to confirm that there would be one. So a very interesting part of this whole thing is that Ripple is going out and saying that the SEC is going to sue us before the SEC even came out and made an official statement. If the agency does sue Ripple, the action will follow years of debate between the company and the agency about whether XRP, a digital currency associated with Ripple, is a security like a share of stock, which must be registered with the agency, or is instead a currency and thus be on the SEC's purview. XRP is the third most valuable cryptocurrency and currently has a market cap of $23 billion. Ripple's decision to announce that it's about to be sued is an unusual one. Garlinghouse has predicted the incoming Biden administration may be friendlier to the cryptocurrency industry than the Trump administration has been, suggesting that Ripple's preemptive announcement may have a political component. So, of course, there's the politics behind this as well. Garlinghouse also blasted the SEC's decision to sue right before the holidays and said Ripple would fight the case. It's not just Grinch-worthy, it's shocking, said Garlinghouse. It's an attack on the entire crypto industry and American innovation. And so this article continues on talking about XRP, comparing it to other cryptocurrencies, and pontificating about whether it is a security or not. Of course, the big one here, XRP is different from Bitcoin and Ethereum in that the latter two currencies are minted in a gradual ongoing process called mining. By contrast, Larsen and others created 100 billion XRP units in one fell swoop in 2012 for a company called Ripple Labs at the time. While Ripple continues to own the lion's share of XRP, the bulk of its treasury is held in reserve to be sold in scheduled allotments. Garlinghouse and Larsen also each own a significant amount of XRP. This arrangement has led some observers to view XRP as more akin to a company's stock than a currency. Let me continue down here real quick. The SEC recently won a case involving the messaging app Kik, which issued cryptocurrency tokens to its customers. A judge in that case declared the tokens in question were unlicensed securities. The facts of the Kik case, however, are different from these involving Ripple. Kik sold its tokens directly to would-be investors at the height of the crypto bubble in 2017, in seeming defiance of an SEC directive earlier that year. In contrast, though, Ripple began pursuing business ideas around XRP nearly 8 years ago, at a time when the agency had offered no guidance on digital tokens. So are we comparing apples and oranges here? A lot of people have very different opinions about this. Let me just read you this statement. So here's another article here from CoinDesk. Ripple CEO warns SEC may sue company over XRP sales. I just want to read you this statement here. This coming from a Ripple spokesperson emailed the following statement attributed to Brad Garlinghouse. The SEC is fundamentally wrong as a matter of law and fact. XRP is a currency and does not have to be registered as an investment contract. In fact, the Justice Department and the Treasury's FinCEN already determined that XRP is a virtual currency in 2015, and other G20 regulators have done the same. No other country has classified XRP as a security. So very important to note, the SEC has permitted XRP to function as a currency for over 8 years, and we question the motivation for bringing this action just days before the change in administration. Instead of providing a clear regulatory framework for crypto in the US, Jay Clayton inexplicably decided to sue Ripple, leaving leaving the actual legal work to the next administration. This is an attack on the entire crypto industry and American innovation by giving the stamp of approval only to Bitcoin and Ethereum, whose networks are at the mercy of the Chinese Communist Party. The SEC has picked the winners, disregarding an entire industry outside of these two tokens. Ignoring advice from national security experts and the U.S. government, Jay Clayton is handing over the future of our global financial system, underpinned by blockchain and crypto technologies, to an authoritarian regime. So these are fighting words towards the SEC's outgoing Jay Clayton. We are right, and will aggressively fight and win this battle in the courts to get clear rules of the road for the entire industry in the US. We are on the right side of the law, the right side of policy, and will absolutely be on the right side of history. In the meantime, it's business as usual for Ripple and our hundreds of customers made up of the world's top financial institutions that have come to depend on Ripple to deliver high-value solutions. So these guys are not going down without a fight, let me tell you. Just part of this. So this from STEPHANIESTARRC, CFPB Creation Regulation E. The EFT Act, this may not be new news, however, describes XRP as a virtual currency. So just want to bring up this screen grab here. Remittance transfers under the Electronic Fund Transfer Act. This, again, from federalregister.gov. So this is an official government website. The final rule is effective July 21st, 2020. And just to put into perspective, a continued growth and expanding partnerships of virtual currency companies. So she's just underlining these facts here, as well as a virtual currency XRP. They have indeed deemed this a virtual currency, at least from this official website from the government, federalregister.gov. So thanks so much to STEPHANIESTARRC for posting that. We've also got some other things that we have to talk about here, as mentioned in this CoinDesk article. This from Anders L. XRP has regulatory clarity in the UK. Let's not forget that, guys. London is the Forex trading capital of the world, with 45% of all Forex trades globally. So, Christopher down here piping in, Ripple should have left the US years ago. The US has become complacent and too caught up in their own success to see dangers and missed opportunities around crypto. That's one opinion. Kiyamuda says the SEC are powerless. The determination was made by FinCEN. They are the law enforcement arm of the US Treasury. Just hodl, folks. So, you know, some people getting a bit worried about this. Other people saying, you know, just calm down, keep calm, hodl on. There are too many instances over the last few years that have, you know, pointed to the fact that XRP is not, in fact, a security and is indeed a currency. And this is what Ripple, you know, members of Ripple have been saying all along. We've also got this guy's from Wrath of Kahneman. This is the argument here, and he retweeted out Stuart Alderoty's tweet in 2015. The US government concluded XRP was a virtual currency. Last I checked, the SEC is still part of the US government. Here's the plus side. The industry will finally get the clarity it deserves. Goodbye, Howey test. Hello, Ripple test. And so he links this article here, summary of Ripple's Wells submission. So let me just read you a little bit of this. The SEC's theory that XRP is an investment contract is wrong on the facts, the law, and the equities. To prove its case amounts to an unprecedented and ill-conceived expansion of the Howey test and the SEC's enforcement authority against digital assets. The SEC's theory that XRP is an investment contract ignores the economic reality that XRP is and has long been a digital asset with a fully functional ecosystem and a real use case as a bridge currency that does not rely on Ripple's efforts for its functionality or price. XRP is a currency. XRP is similar to Bitcoin and Ether, which the SEC has already determined are not securities, and by alleging that Ripple's distribution of XRP are investment contracts while maintaining that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities, the Commission is picking virtual currency winners and losers, destroying US-based consumer-friendly innovation in the process. So there was the Howey test, and Ripple failed the Howey test, which means that it does not actually fall within the parameters of being a security. And so this has already been decided, apparently back in 2015. There was already some controversy about this, and Stuart Alderoty, thank you for your tweet, points us to that. So Wrath of Kahneman here says also, in case the the tweet quote buries it for you, here is an outline of the Ripple Wells submission. So he links that as well. So Brian Brooks was telling that before the Trump turn ends, they will have great news for crypto. Also, can CFTC declare cryptocurrencies as commodities? What are your thoughts about what Ripple will face? Thanks. And Wrath of Kahneman responds, yes, and the CFTC has said as much, but the SEC can make their own case independently. I think Ripple stands to gain more than lose at this point, hence they broke the news and not the SEC. Let's not forget that, guys. Ripple was the one. Ripple was the entity who broke the news and not the SEC. So Brad Garlinghouse, I think, feeling quite confident about this. Also not noted, why would the SEC bring a case when one is already in court? Fishy. Interesting. Clayton is a clown here from the Agent Smith version 3. Yeah, a lot of people not feeling too much love for Jay Clayton in the XRP community. Also just wanted to bring this up, guys, from June 17th, 2020. XRP fails the Howey test and is not a security. This coming from former CFTC chairman Christopher Giancarlo. I covered this back in June, just going to go over this real quick. Much like Bitcoin and Ethereum, XRP is a digital currency supported by a distributed ledger that uses cryptography to store and transfer assets. However, XRP and the underlying XRP ledger were designed in 2011 and 2012, specifically as a payment mechanism by software developers who later founded Ripple Labs, which is now called Ripple. Ripple today utilizes XRP to address liquidity challenges faced by financial institutions, including high transaction fees, long processing times, and the need for third-party monitoring interposed by traditional clearinghouses and settlement mechanisms. So this was a statement written by Christopher Giancarlo and Conrad Balke. They continue going on by saying, just down here, in the absence of mining, XRP cannot be generated by third parties. Instead, a finite supply of XRP, in this case 100 billion units, was created from the time of inception, slightly more than 50%, which is currently held in escrow by Ripple and sold periodically. While these differences enable XRP to better serve its intended purposes as a liquidity tool and settlement mechanism, they do not fundamentally set XRP apart from its peers from a legal and regulatory perspective. Under the Howey framework, a transaction represents an investment contract if a person invests his money in a common enterprise and is led to expect profits solely from the efforts of the promoter, sponsor, or other third party. That would be a security, but in the case of XRP, it is a utility token. It is utilized for something other than, if you were to buy some shares in Apple or Google or what have you. In that case, you are buying shares in those particular companies. If the company does well, you expect the company's value to go up and therefore the shares in the company to go up. Well, XRP is not shares, and I've said this numerous times. They are not shares in Ripple, the company, and this is why Ripple's talking about an IPO. They want to, launch an IPO down the road. We were hearing about that for 2021. That would be shares in the company Ripple. XRP is a utility token to perform these exact tasks. So I think it's very clear here, guys. I'm not going to continue with this, but I will link it in the description if you want to read further. So what would happen if exchanges start delisting XRP due to the fear that they are allowing trading of an unregistered security? This coming from XRP Moonshine here on Twitter. Price goes down, price skyrockets. A lot of people giving very, very different opinions here. I don't think that the world is going to be so quick to decide, of course, if this lawsuit comes about, which Brad Garlinghouse seems pretty confident that it will. This will be in court for a while, but I think XRP will be trading as usual on all these cryptocurrency exchanges. The good news is that, this will take so long that, XRP is still not going to be affected. We are still going to see movement in this spec market. I forgot to even talk about the price. I was going to do that earlier in the video. Let me talk about it now for a sec. I'll put XRP on the hourly and you guys can see we did come down. Now, I don't think that the reason for this was based on this news. We are coming back down into this support level here. So let me just outline that for you just to show you guys that this level of support, actually, I'm just going to put a line down here because we know that this this bottom level after XRP had gone up to about 79 cents, we bottomed out at about 45.5 cents, and then we've seen it vacillate since then. We came down into this level back on December 16th, rebounded back up, made our way back up to 66 cents, then came back down, and you guys can see here we're bouncing off this level again. So now this is on the hourly. Now we are making our way up again. XRP trading right now at about 483.483, and let me remind you guys that that the entire crypto market is doing the same thing. If we look up, okay, so if we look at this top here, this most recent top, December 17th at about 11 a.m., XRP hit this top of 66 cents, then came back down. If you look at other cryptocurrencies, the same thing is happening. This is XLM, guys. On December 17th, we saw that top coming back down, correcting a little bit. If I look up Cardano, same kind of thing. We saw that top, came back down, now correcting. Even Chainlink. Okay, just to show you guys a variety of different currencies where the same kind of trend is happening, so you don't think that this lawsuit is just affecting XRP. Basically, Bitcoin is struggling to breach this all-time high. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at 23.2, and once we see Bitcoin move, I have a feeling we are going to see other cryptocurrencies move, including XRP. So again, I don't think there's going to be any delisting of securities, but Stephen Bull Diep says, I have been thinking about this all day. Why didn't Ripple stay quiet until the SEC officially filed a lawsuit? I think this might be a game plan to push the SEC to clarify whether or not XRP is a security. And this is what we're all hoping for, right? The clarity. This is what Brad Garlinghouse wants. It's a political decision, as mentioned in this in this article here. The idea that they're politicizing this. Jake, I mean, there's no reason to take pot shots at the cryptocurrency industry on the way out, especially if you know you're not going to have a job next month. So why do this? It doesn't really make sense. Is it a political decision? Will this give clarity, though, on XRP? Could it be finally classified like Bitcoin and Ethereum as not a security, so then Ripple can continue to conduct business, move into the future with some positive momentum, and, you know, of course, the crypto market will pick up, too, if that is the case. It will speed up clarity. This coming from did due diligence here on Twitter, hopefully find or settle based on selling what was once a security but now deemed to be a commodity. Dutch Beetle down here says, I also think there is little time for Ripple to frame this on the Trump administration, also by explicitly naming the head characters. Therefore, Ripple creates space for the Biden administration to soften the claims or let the previous administration lose the lawsuit. LKG 1979 says, agreed, this space can no longer be held back from people who have no interest but to burn it down. It's time to make the decision so companies like Ripple can grow in the US and outside the US. Very interesting points of view here. Ultimately, you know, if this goes to court, the Trump administration is not going to be in office once this thing settles. So some interesting points here with regards to the Biden administration now taking over. Will they dismiss it altogether? Of course, we've heard, you know, Brad Garlinghouse, you know, hint at the fact, and it was mentioned in that article yet again, hint to the fact that the Biden administration is more cryptocurrency friendly. And so is it just Jay Clayton, you know, trying to kind of puff up his chest, kind of trying to leave some kind of legacy behind? I don't know. Very interesting to say the least. Not only that, the Bearable Bull here says, you know, they're going to let a CEO who's illegally selling XRP as a security up there with that group. Come on, guys. What else do I need to show you? And, you know, this again, a screen grab from that meeting with members from the IMF, the BIS. Down here's the chairman from the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority. We've got the chief executive Hong Kong Monetary Authority represented here. And of course, guys, Brad Garlinghouse right here on the right-hand side of this photo. We've also got Christine Lagarde here. You can see the back of her head there. So, are we going to believe it? Are we not? Is it really going to affect XRP? I think the overall sentiment is no. There are many reasons pointing to the fact that XRP is not a security. Clearly, we won't know until the final decision is made. I also just wanted to bring this up too, that I forgot who posted it, but very interesting. This going back to January 27th, 2020, the SEC will inaugurate a node on Ripple XRP ledger, says a Ripple exec. So let me just read you this. There has been regulatory uncertainty around the cryptocurrency that remains a constant challenge. Recently, the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap, XRP, came under the radar of the SEC, though the team at Ripple is recently in conversation with the SEC to clarify the regulatory status of XRP. The general counsel and executive vice president of Ripple, Stuart Alderati, became the interviewee on a fireside chat on cryptocurrency, the law and regulation of the cryptocurrency, who clarified some issues concerning the different laws and regulations of crypto. Stuart Alderati said XRP is an open, permissionless ledger. Also adding this, he said he heard evidence that the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, so the exact body that is planning this lawsuit, that they announced that they are going to inaugurate a node on the XRP ledger and also on other open permissionless ledgers. So if that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what does. Again, Jay Clayton taking potshots at the cryptocurrency industry. I do not think this will affect XRP price, especially not in this spec market. As I just demonstrated for you, XRP is, behaving the way it should be at this moment in time, seems to be unaffected by this announcement. And I do agree with Stephen Dieppe and others. Ripple could have pushed this out before the SEC had a chance to, and it could be a strategic move. Will we get the clarity sooner because of this potential misstep? I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.